Some wisdom is found on the surface, and some wisdom takes us deeper. Welcome to Get Deep, where we dive into the thoughts, truths, and affirmations that help us grow, reflect, and move forward. I'm Deborah D.E.E.P, Mouton, and every episode we'll explore the power of words, the strength of resilience, and the beauty of introspection. Come in, take a seat, and let's get deep. Marriage is tricky. I have been married almost 14 years at the point in which I'm recording this. Soon we will be celebrating this semi-milestone because we think that every year is a milestone. It is a tricky balance to figure out how to merge two lives together, how to hold space for each other, how to let the other person not be their best selves. I remember when we went to marriage counseling, them talking to us and really actually trying to talk us out of getting married because they said it was a difficult thing to do and it wasn't made for everyone. It was a weird approach to counseling, but I think what it did was draw my husband and I closer together. We realized that if we could face the world together, we could take on anything. And in the times where we've been the strongest actually has been when we're the most challenged, whether it was him crashing my car while we were dating and totaling it, or us being robbed, or us trying to figure out how to manage two small children, one who had health issues that we had to navigate, or even the loss of one child. These moments for us brought us closer together and made us team up in ways that I can't imagine. We struggle much more when things are going good. That is unfamiliar territory. We both have pasts that have taught us how to live through trauma and survive well. We know how to hustle, we know how to grind, but sometimes thriving is a really tricky space to live. So I talked to my mom and my dad. They were married for 48 years before my dad passed. So they, in my mind, are experts on marriage. And my mom gave me this really great nugget to think about how to process through relationships. She said to me, you're going to get in fights. You're going to have disagreements. So start thinking about them this way. If you cannot look at each other with love as lovers and make the decisions that you need to make, take a step back and look at each other as friends. What are the things that those two friends can agree on? Can those two friends see beyond the parts that need to be romantic just to process through how to move their friendship forward? And if you're not in a space where y'all could be friends, it's okay to take a step back down from that and think about yourself as brothers and sisters in Christ. Two people with similar beliefs, similar moral values, and what can those two people who have similar goals think about moving forward? I think about this less as centered in spirituality necessarily, and more about thinking about our commonalities, our rooted, immovable, non-negotiables. At that level, can we find a place to move forward? This is a system that I've kind of taken and applied to all my relationships. As I start to develop even deeper friendships, I think about that sometimes we will have disagreements. And the easy thing in me says, walk away, cut it off. I'm better off by myself. But the reality is, to build really deep and meaningful relationships, you have to make space for people to fail, to fall, to learn how to love you by messing it up the first time. That communicative part of all of it is what makes us better people and better friends. It's what makes friendships last for decades at a time. So if you're looking for those decade-long friendships, those friendships that knew you back when, think about imploring this idea of being a scaffolded version of love, where I could step in and meet you right where you are and still ask you to be better the next day. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I hope this moment of reflection stays with you, guides you, and reminds you to keep going. If you found value in this episode, let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram at LiveLifeDeep and share your thoughts, your wisdom, and your light. And if you're enjoying the podcast, the best way to support it is simple. Subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your support helps others find this space of growth and inspiration. This has been a Gemini's production. You can explore some of the other podcasts on the network by going to GeminisProductions.com or following on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube at Gemini's Productions. Until next time, remember, you've been given today. What you do with it is up to you.